What's going on, everybody? This is Khelsi Harvest, your favorite speaker. I'm sitting here in my hotel room here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I told you all I would hit you with a video today. And this video is going to be talking about eyesight versus mind sight. Eyesight versus mind sight. The difference between the two. Let's stick with eyesight first. Let's say you seeing people, living their dreams, going about doing their daily routines, having the things that, you want to have. And you say, I would love to live that lifestyle. I would love to be in their shoes. I envy them. And I like the things that they've accomplished thus far, and I want to be around them. That's your eyesight. That's judging people off of what you see, and the projection that you see is just a projection of your consciousness. So the lifestyle that they're actually living, that's the lifestyle that you want to live. So you say, you know what? Maybe I need to try to rub elbows with that person to figure out what it is that they're doing so that we can share information. Eyesight, nothing wrong with it. But the difference between that and mind sight is simply this. Mind sight is you see it before it actually happens. You see it before it actually comes into the physical form. That's the difference between the two. That's the difference between an entrepreneur and a person that works a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 4 or a 10 to 6. You see, the person that works an 8 to 5, 9 to 4, 10 to 6 has eyesight. But the person that you are actually working for had mind sight. That's the difference between the two. The person that owns the job, that created the job, he had a vision or she had a vision. And they say, you know what? I want to develop or have a company like this, X, Y, and Z. And not only do I want to have a company with X, Y, and Z, I want to employ people to work for me and pay them X, Y, and Z. But the person that had the mind sight had the faith, had the courage to say, you know what? When everybody else is doubting me, when everybody else is telling me that I'm going to fail, when everyone else is looking at me like I'm crazy, when I'm telling them my dream, those are the same people that are going to be working for me when it's all said and done. Those are the ones that have the eyesight. Those are the ones working the 8 to 4, the 9 to 5, the 10 to 6, because they don't have a vision unless they see somebody else already doing it. You're using your eyesight. You're not using your mind sight. And as long as you keep using your eyesight, you're going to keep working for people for the rest of your life. You're not living your dreams. You're living somebody else's. You're living somebody else's dream because they had a dream of owning a company. And then they had another dream of saying, you know what, in order for the company to run, I have to employ people to work for me. And because you're not acting on your dreams, guess what you're doing? You're helping them create their dreams. You're helping them because you are not using your mind sight. You have to dream. Not only do you have to dream, you have to believe in it when nobody else believes in it but you. Because it's not their belief or their dream to believe in the first place. It's yours. It was given to you for a reason. But if you don't act on it and you sit back and sit on your hands and watch everybody else around you create their dreams, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be working for them. You're going to be clocking in, clocking out, saying, hey, how long I got to work here in order for me to take a week's vacation? How many hours I got to accumulate before I have sick leave? Come on, man, that's not living. That's depressing. That's depressing. You are allowing someone else to tell you when to come in, when to leave, when to clock out on break, when to come back from your break. Check out with me before you do this. Check in with me before you do that. That's sad. All because you're too afraid to use your mind sight. You're too afraid to act on your ideas. You're too afraid to say, you know what? Regardless of how many no's I get, when I finally get that yes, my world is going to change for the rest of my life. My kids' world is going to change for the rest of their lives. My grandkids. But when you're working for somebody and you're entertaining their dream, what's going to happen if something happens to you? You got kids that are looking up to you. What are you going to leave for them? That's something you have to ask yourself. Because the difference between the eyesight and mindsight is you got two different things going on at the same time. You know, it's a quote similar to what my sister told me earlier today. We're on two different paths, going two different places, in two different lanes, running two different races. We're not vibrating together. We're not vibrating together because you're using your eyesight and I'm over here using my sight. And you looking at me like I'm crazy, when in actuality, I'm not. It's just that I have a vision so big that it may scare me when I first tell you about it, because you looking at me like, how in the heck are you going to do that? How in the heck are you going to create that? Same way they bent metal and flying it through the air as we speak. Same way when you walk into a room and hit a switch and lights come on. Somebody thought about that. Somebody thought about that and said, you know what? I'm finna go and create that. Now we can't live without it. We can't live without it because somebody used their mindsight. Somebody acted on their dreams instead of working for somebody else's dream. That's the difference between the two. Simple as that. You have to be willing to say, you know what? I don't have to see the whole staircase because I'm using my mind sight. As long as I got this first step, I know the rest of the steps are going to come because I got it up here. But if you're using your physical eyes and you can't see the whole staircase, guess what? You're not moving because you say, until I see the whole staircase, I'm not going to make a decision. So guess what? 2-3 years from now, you're still stuck in the same situation. Now you're wondering why life is passing you by because you're too busy using your eyesight. You're not acting on your dreams. You're helping people create their dreams because they're using their mindsight. They're sitting over here creating different ideas and different jobs for people like you to come and work for while they go off and live the life that they want to live. They traveling the world while you sitting up here working a 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 10 to 6. Somebody telling you when you should go on vacation. Somebody telling you, hey, you've been taking a lot of time off of work going to spend time with your sick kids. I know they're sick and all, but we got a job to do. That hurts. It hurts when you know you have a family member that you need to be home and taking care of, but you can't be at home to take care of them because you have to go work somebody else's dream. It hurts. It hurts when you have kids that are coming up behind you that you help bring into this world, and when they become of age to actually be able to work, they got to go and beg somebody for a job because you didn't act on your dreams because you were too busy using your eyesight. That hurts. Because those same people that your kids are going to beg for a job, they're going to beg for a job for the people that use their mindsight. Now you got another generation growing up working 9 to 5. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling when you're not able to provide for your kids like you want to because you were too afraid to use your mind sight. That's the difference. That's what I want you all to understand. Never be afraid to dream. When we become adults, the dream has been beaten out of us by the conditions of life. We've been indoctrinated to say we had to go and work for somebody for the rest of our lives, when in actuality, you don't. You have a choice. And the choice is yours. You either use your eyesight and work for somebody else for the rest of your life, and have your kids grow up and work for somebody for the rest of their lives, and their grandkids, your grandkids rather, work for somebody for the rest of their lives? Or you rather go out here and act on your dream and create something, or create a legacy, so you can hold your hat on, so when it's all said and done, you have kids that are coming up behind you saying, you know what, my parents gave me everything that they could and then some. They've set me up for success. I'm Britton Harvest, your favorite speaker. Hashtag breadcrumbs. Hashtag random acts of kindness, RAK. Hashtag GG. Like, subscribe, share, and cut on the notifications for my video. There are more to come. And always remember, the choice is yours. What you do with it is up to you. I'm out.